Hi, I'm JodyJacobson. Thank you for watching my webinar. This is a pre-recorded webinar, so if you have questions, please send them to me at info@jodyjacobson.com and I'll respond quickly. I really value your questions. I'm excited about sharing 3 fast-acting strategies that have helped my clients create rapid buy-in, increase organizational resilience, and avoid unintentionally creating problems that limit growth. These strategies can also make leading your organization more fun or more fun again. The people I work with love what they do. They may be concerned or frustrated by a problem that's limiting their success, but they love their work as much as I love mine. For them, being able to do important and exciting work is fun. Fun is like the canary in the coal mine for innovation-focused organizations and people. When fun dies, you know that there's a problem. This webinar starts by answering the critically important business question, so why? Once we do this, we can look at strategies to address another key question, which is, so what would it take to achieve these results? But the so why question comes first, and it has 2 parts. So, why do these results matter so much? And why does it matter for business leaders to have cutting-edge strategies to generate rapid buy-in, increase resilience, and create change without killing growth and fun? So I want to start by sharing a statistic that keeps leaders up nights, and it's why these fast-acting strategies are my first gifts to you. It's estimated that as many as 70 to 80% of change efforts fail to fully achieve their objectives or fail completely because they do not address the organizational side of change. The good news is that many of these failures could be prevented with the essential strategies that I'll be sharing in this webinar. I'd like to tell you a story about a San Jose technology company that became part of the 70 to 80%. That's not its real name, but it is a real company that's still doing business today. In the late 1990s, the company was banking on a new technology to fuel a turnaround and launch the company into growth. The tech media was already praising the turnaround as a brilliant technology-led success. To scale and ship their new technology, the company hired a tech star as CEO and imported operations talent from an acquired company. The intention had been for operations and R&D to leverage the technology and collaborate to turn the company around and then fuel growth. But unfortunately, good intentions were not enough to help the company live up to the media story, even with the best technology. Groups that needed to collaborate instead behaved like warring factions, and tensions escalated. The company leaders failed to back up their good intentions for collaboration with effective organizational strategies. And by 2000, the heart of R&D had resigned and the stock price plummeted, so the company soon abandoned its vision of leading innovation. CT Inc.'s story illustrates 3 of the most common change and growth killers. The first is a deficit mindset. This type of thinking focuses on analysis, blame, and problem fixing. Recent findings in the fields of neuroscience and psychology have been showing that traditional problem-focused approaches reinforce the brain's default to go negative, and that positive solutions-focused thinking increases creativity, openness, and resilience. The second change and growth killer is conflicting project goals. Complexity tends to blur focus and increases role diversity. Collaborating groups need to be involved in creating a unifying purpose, setting clear goals, and developing a systemic plan for working together in concert. Shortcutting this step increases the probability for unintentionally setting up conflicting goals that can ignite adversarial relationships. And the third killer of change and growth efforts is the lack of new skills and capabilities to sustain positive change and growth. The laws of physics apply here, that systems and people will regress to habits and default behaviors if they don't continuously choose and practice new ways of thinking and leading. At this point, you may be wondering what I mean by clean change. The clean change approach helps you create key changes now without unintentionally creating new problems that can limit your success later. Lean growth is achieved using the principles and practices of clean change to not just reduce waste, but to also prevent it. So now that we've looked at the so whys, I'll spend our remaining time together to share 3 fast-acting strategies that are helping my clients generate rapid buy-in, build a more resilient culture, prevent waste, and feel happier again. Strategy number 1 is to shift from a deficit mindset to one that focuses on opportunities. Practicing opportunity-focused thinking can actually rewire the human brain and reset its deficit default. I've often heard the first part of this Albert Einstein quote, but not the second sentence. You can't solve a problem with the same consciousness that created it. You must learn to think anew. Thinking anew for clean change suggests adopting this new law of relativity, that for every obstacle or problem, there is an equal and opposite opportunity. Changing the kinds of questions we ask is a key starting point for shifting from the default deficit mindset that looks at what's broken and how to fix it, to one that focuses on the opportunities and solutions people aspire to create more of. The problem with a deficit-based, problem-fixing mindset is that it looks for causes and blame and quickly leads to analysis paralysis. Instead of pushing against problems to make them go away or fix them, opportunity-focused thinking creates a strong pull forward toward energizing solutions. When I teach people how to make the shift, I always start with a problem analysis first so people can feel for themselves what the difference is. They unanimously prefer the opportunity approach, not just because it feels better, but because it delivers them directly to the doorstep of purposeful action. So let's talk about the next strategy for creating clean change and lean growth. Strategy number 2 is creating a shared vision. This is a boots-on-the-ground vision for the change or growth effort itself. It should align to the organization's core values and overall vision. This strategy is critically important because combined with a deficit mindset, lack of a shared vision to focus your change or growth effort can set up a destructive dynamic that can quickly engulf best-intended plans in conflict and confusion. One of the most common of these dynamics is organizational AAD. AAD stands for Accidental Adversaries Dynamics. This is a common dynamic where groups and individuals who should be collaborating for the good of the organization end up in bitter combat with each other. This might sound familiar to you because this is the dynamic that was in full force at CT Inc. Organizational AAD starts unintentionally as a strategic and structural issue that sets up conflicting project goals, but it can quickly escalate into a high-stakes people problem. You can learn more about organizational AAD in my free report and in my upcoming ebook. I call this boots on the ground kind of shared vision the E equals MC squared of change because it provides energy, focus, and direction. Shared values are a key building block of shared vision. I've seen over and over again, working with diverse organizations, that people like and trust each other more after discovering their shared values. And when they do, they engage in more creative and productive collaborations. Engaging key stakeholders in co-creating an inclusive shared vision for change and growth generates rapid buy-in. And it increases collaboration and resilience that make it possible to sustain innovation and growth regardless of external challenges. And working together to achieve a shared vision is fun. I've worked with a lot of groups that want to transform silos into exciting collaborations. When I ask them what they think it would take, without fail, every group identifies fun as a high leverage cause and a key outcome of great collaborations. The third essential fast-acting strategy is recalibrating your organizational and leadership skills so you can sustain change and growth. Recalibrating involves learning and continuously practicing new ways of thinking and leading. So here's a quick exercise that illustrates the importance of this strategy, and it's one that I think you'll really enjoy using. First, start by crossing your arms. Are they crossed? Now, cross them the opposite way. Did you get it on the first try, or did it take you some practice? Your brain's neural networks build up around and then they reinforce these habits of mind. Your brain is basically wired to choose its well-worn neural tracks, especially in times of uncertainty or complexity. The laws of entropy apply to organizations. In an absence of mindful choice and repeated practice, organizations and people will revert back to their habitual ways of being. So change requires choice, discipline, practices, and a lot of practice. In this webinar, I've presented 3 fast-acting strategies to help you create rapid buy-in, build a more resilient culture, prevent limits to growth, and make work more fun or more fun again. Strategy 1 is to focus on opportunities to create a magnetic pull towards shared goals and aspirations. Strategy 2, create a shared vision for change and growth so you can align plans, actions, and skills and avoid unintentionally creating waste and limiting growth. Strategy 3, recalibrate your mindset and organizational skills to achieve your most important goals and make your biggest aspirations happen. As a special bonus for signing up on my website, you'll be receiving my favorite tool and template to help you turn problems into opportunities. That's in addition to my free report on organizational AAD. But you must sign up on my website to get the template and my free report. And please make sure that you sign up with a primary email address so you can receive these valuable gifts. I promise to keep your email address secure, and I can assure you that you will not receive spam from me. And please be sure to visit our website to learn how we can help you achieve your biggest goals. Again, if you have any questions, please send them to me at info@JodyJacobson.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.